Hi friends! Have you ever realized that you've been living in only two colors, black and white? Not because the world lacks color, but because somewhere along the way, you forgot how to see it. The girl in today's story once lived like that. Every day looked the same. Work, eat, sleep, repeat. No excitement, no sadness, just blank. Like a painting that had all its colors washed away. Until one afternoon, while cleaning her old room, she found a small box tucked away under a pile of books. A box of crayons, faded, dusty, with a childlike note scribbled on top. Mine, 8 years old. The box was old, edges torn, but still carrying that faint, nostalgic smell of wax and paper. She opened it slowly, and in that instant, a wave of childhood memories filled the air. Inside were worn-down crayons, some broken, some melted together, each one holding tiny fingerprints frozen in time. She smiled softly. A memory flickered in her mind. A little girl sitting by the window, drawing suns, clouds, cats, and dreams that didn't need to make sense. No one praised her drawings. No one told her they were beautiful. But she was happy. Because happiness, back then, was simply being allowed to draw. Now, years later, the grown-up her sat staring at that same box, realizing she had forgotten what it felt like to create something without fear of judgment. And maybe that's what growing up had taken away. That evening, she pulled out a blank sheet of paper and set the box beside her. Her hands trembled as she picked up a crayon. It felt foreign, heavy, like touching a part of herself she hadn't met in years. She laughed nervously. I don't even know how to draw anymore. The sun was setting outside, casting a warm orange glow across her desk. It lit up the crayons, turning them into little gems. She picked up the blue one. It was her favorite color as a child. Without overthinking, she began to draw the sky. The strokes were uneven, but they felt real. She added a cat, then a kite, then a small sun smiling crookedly in the corner. Each line, each color, pulled her closer to that forgotten part of herself. The child who once believed the world could fit into a single drawing. Tears rolled down her cheeks, but she was smiling. So this is what feeling alive feels like. The drawing wasn't perfect. It didn't need to be. It was honest. And that honesty was enough to bring color back into her world. If you're listening to this, I want you to try something today. Find a piece of paper. Grab any color. A pen, a crayon, even your finger on a fogged window. And draw. Don't think about whether it's pretty or right. Just draw. Draw something that once made you happy. A pet, a friend, a dream, or simply a shape that feels like you. Because sometimes, healing isn't about saying the right words. It's about giving your heart permission to speak, in its own language again. That night, she taped her drawing to the wall, right beside her small plant, high, and her old teddy bear. The room suddenly felt warmer. Not because of the lights, but because color had returned. She gazed at the picture, smiled through a soft sigh, and whispered, "Thank you for letting me be a child again." If you're still listening, remember this. Inside you is a little artist who never stopped wanting to create, who still wants to play, make mistakes, and color outside the lines. Thank you for continuing to walk this journey with me. This is video 6 inches, the 15-part Healing Your Inner Child series. If the little sprout was when you learned to live again, to believe that something inside you could still grow, then the box of crayons is when you learn to express it, to draw, to make mistakes, and to let the world see that you still feel. Thank you for having the courage to pick up the crayon again, for choosing to paint your life anew, even if your lines are messy and uncertain, because within those imperfect strokes, your inner world starts to breathe again. Every color you choose, every mark you make, is a piece of your heart finding its way home. Healing isn't about becoming perfect. It's about allowing yourself to live, even if the colors bleed, even if no one else understands your picture. I'll see you in video 7, the old swing, where we'll learn how to play again. Not for anyone's approval, not to prove we've grown, but simply to let our hearts loosen and our smiles return, like the days we once sat on a swing, letting the wind sing us back to joy.